Which is funny. The police showed up, and of course, nothing happened.
Yes, exactly. There were huge crowds, and
Spotlights on the sky. Let everybody know where we're at.
Gordon Freeman. Okay.
Hey, bro. I need a ride.
I got you. Everything all right?
Fine.
It's all right. So he's got the Underground Street Racing organization's name tattooed visibly on his neck. The same one that is graffitied on all the buildings around the finish line and the start. And in the middle of that, cops are chasing you, but they can't find either of those other points or any of those people, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And at the finish line of an illegal street racing or an illegal street race,
Somebody
an
needs a
organization
lift.
to which you and your brother are members, he needs a ride. Oh, and again, we're now given control in the middle of a cutscene.
Bro.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. So yeah, so Morgan Freeman, race car driver, and Gordon Freeman, because you know,
Why have you always got
He kinda looks like him.
Oh yeah, very much.
Don't mess with cops on race night, because the more heat that's around, the less business we can do. See, shit like this is why you haven't got your 510 ink.
Come on, Dayton, I'm the best driver in the whole damn state.
This isn't about that, Alex. I founded the 510s. I'm the V8. And my own brother is breaking the rules. How do you think that looks?
horrible, horrible dialogue.
It is. It is cringeworthy. It's terrible.
So, what
Oh,
are we
and
doing?
by the way, you're on a timer here.
Oh, I'm sure everything in this game is
So,
going to be
like,
on a timer.
you're supposed to drive an unfamiliar route. You're supposed to also pay attention to the terrible dialogue, but you're also supposed to make it. Oh, Brian, I'm being really terrible. You're also supposed to make it in time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I find this highly distractive. Don't talk while I'm driving, dude.
I was giving you a chance to take this stuff seriously.
You're an asshole, but you can drive. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is like, why would I not pop him out of the car and tell him to tuck and roll at this point? 30 seconds left. What are we getting him to his parole officer?
And again, but why did I do that? I mean, they just take control away from me so I can skid to a stop.
Because it's cool. Because everybody knows the chicks love the brake turns to the right.
Yeah, so I earn perk points. And basically, I think no matter how poorly you do, you always hit level 2 for finishing this.
They should have called this perp points, because that way at least it's like you were a criminal.
You get points even for that. I mean, I suppose they want to set you up the idea that all the things you do are judged and give points, but...
So?
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that once you got into the main game, where there are events that you might repeat or where you would participate with other people, you could see what the basis is for getting a score, and you could repeat them to see if you could improve. But they seem to restrict you from redoing the opening events, and there's also no co-op. So I'm like, why are you bothering to judge my performance on this thing I'm not going to and can't repeat, nor can I compete with another person doing?
I'm amazed that the car is instantly repaired.
Oh yeah, that always seems to happen.
Gordon.
As far as I can tell, like GTA is where a car gets damaged functionally and needs to be repaired, and this I guess doesn't have that.
Was he wearing gloves before?
I don't recall. This is our brother who founded this organization, but needed our help to get to this.
This is the guy. Stay low.
Location where he's going to talk to a guy. He's literally told us, I need a ride and stay low. He doesn't bother staying low, though. You can see he's actually just got his head above, his hands on the steering wheel and his head above the window. He can clearly be seen. I don't know what we think stay low is supposed to mean, but I guess we don't know. He goes over and exchanges 2 words with this guy.
Somebody's gonna
and
get shot.
Boom.
Yep.
And then this guy who shot him in the back with a gun, that he was not wearing gloves, and then drops the gun. And that at first looks stupid, except it's even stupider than you think because of what happens next.
The police instantly show up because this guy called ahead of time to frame him for murder?
Yes.
FBI! Hands where I can see him!
My brother needs help! He's...
Wait a minute, not just local not local police, it's FBI?
Yep.
Help him! He's bleeding out!
And he's just picked up that gun without using gloves or an evidence
whatsoever,
bag.
yeah.
And he rubbed one tiny spot of the gun on his pants, I guess we're supposed to believe that was removing the actual shooter's fingerprints. That one. Okay, and then a 5-year time skip. We don't know any of these people. We barely met this guy's brother, and now we're supposed to care that he's dead just because they told us that's your brother. We barely know who we are.
Mm-hmm. Or what the heck 510 is, or what it stands for, or what they're using servers.
If you need a thin justification for your street racing game, then don't bother with it. But it's like they think they're an RPG or something, but they're doing everything poorly.
Hello, Alex. My name's Zoe. I think we can help each other.
You've got Stryker from the Wolverine movies in there. I don't know if the voice is actually Brian Cox. It might be.
You know these guys, right? Of course you do. One killed your brother, the other framed you for his murder.
I think it would be embarrassing to him to have that on his resume for this game.
By the way, I would also buy that as the I've been in prison 5 years beard, except he had that when he went in.
Agent Coburn, he's
oh, please, he looks exactly the same as when he went in.
And you want this guy, Dennis Jefferson, a.k.a. Shiv, leader of the 510 Motor Club.
I'm in.
You've got 8 more years in here. We can wipe that slate clean, clear your name.
I said I'm in.
Okay, you're hereby working for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
I got nothing against being on the right side of the law.
You know, other than having spent my entire life on the other side.
There's a ride in the shop across town.
It's ridiculous. Like, they spend all this time talking to you about 510net and doing all this stuff this way, and then it's like, nope, you're working for the FBI. But your job in the FBI is to infiltrate this thing your brother founded and that you were only a sort of member of.
Not to mention the fact that he was framed for murder and sent up 5 years, and a lot can happen in 5 years, so what intel or information could he possibly have?
Yeah, that's... I mean, I almost think it would have been better to start off that, like, okay, you're a dude, you're in jail. You were a street racer, you got put in jail. It doesn't matter what you were in for. The FBI is going to offer you to send you back to infiltrate the organization. The brother, the murder, the framing, that's all point. Like, all the Elder Scrolls games starts off, you're some kind of a prisoner or an exile. What for? They never tell you. It's not the point. The point is what happens after that.
We have a budget for this operation, Alex, but it's limited. I've given you enough cash to buy and set up your first ride. Spend it wisely. After that, you'll have to fund upgrades yourself. They're all available to test drive, so take them for a spin if you're unsure.
Let me figure this out for a second, right? Okay. My brother,
I'm not even gonna try.
My older brother founded an underground street racing organization. He wanted me to join, and apparently I was reluctant, rebellious, whatever else. He talked about the 510 Inc., right? So my brother has the 510 logo tattooed on his neck, and I don't because I'm not officially a member, or I'm not officially a leadership post in the organization, whatever it is. I don't know. So then he is killed, and I'm framed for his murder, and I go to prison. I've been in prison 5 years. I'm being let out early. I'm now going to infiltrate this organization at the behest of the FBI, and they're going to fund me and provide me with a car.
Yeah, right.
If anybody I know in
federal
the
agencies have
organization
nothing better to do.
knows that I was in jail, they might be minimally curious about why I'm getting out early. Where did you get the money for this car? In prison. I mean, but no, we don't care about that.
Nope. No, because that would make sense.
All right, and also I think these are product placements. I swear, because what we've got in here is we've got a 2010 Camaro SS, we've got a 2011 Mustang GT, and the Nissan 370Z from 2013. Obviously, it's the usual thing applies. Right.
What else?
This one is the only one that can go around a curve, and the other two are both faster. The only thing that I thought was weird looking at this is that, like, you have full stats on the Camaro and the Mustang. For some reason, the 370Z is missing its top speed and 0 to 60 times, which are
maybe they paid
0
to keep
to
them out.
62 mph, because I think that's a rounder number in kph. I don't know exactly what it is.
Well, to be honest, okay, do you want to go around corners or do you want something that's faster? Because I would leave the Stang. I would go with
No.
either the Chevy or the Z.
I'm taking the
But
Z. I've tried
had
all
a feeling
three.
you'd take
I've
the
tried
Z,
all
but-
three, and I'm not going to bother with this. What I did, but I will point out that what they give you, which is a chance here, is that they give you a test course to run with each car, and you'll do 3 laps. And at the end of those laps, it will show you those stats. However, there is no easy way for you to compare your lap stats on the 3 different cars.
They put power
in
and
the
they
UI.
put weight. Why don't they have the power to weight ratio? I gotta get a
I
calculator.
don't know, I gotta calculate it myself. And for some reason,
Once around the block should help
For some
you
reason, the
decide.
test drive starts with a brake stand. I'm not really sure. I wasn't doing that either.
Hey,
It just
chicks
does that
love
for
brake
you.
stands. They get hot for that. Come on. I mean, obviously, why do you think they have them every time you end a race?
It also does seem that the driving itself is fairly simplified, and the fact that like all you ever really need to do is brake
Steer
a
and
little
brake?
brake a little bit before a turn, and then kind of accelerate through the turn, and that's like enough as long as you don't hit the wall.
Yeah. Or another car.
Well, there aren't that many cars on the road this time of night, so.
Have we found any radio choices yet? Or
Oh
I
no!
don't know,
I turned
to turn it off.
I turned all the music off, but it still plays.
Yeah, I know. That's terribly annoying.
In fact, I'm probably going to get a copyright strike because of this. Or
Oh, really?
Well, a content ID match. Let's see. Can I?
It ain't worth it over this stuff. let
No,
me tell
it's
you.
not. Oh, let's go to metric.
Oh yeah, that'll mess people up.
Okay, music volume off. Story. You see, story mission music is off, but
And you're still hearing
it's
it.
still playing it. Yeah. Steering design. Automatic sequel.
The
Automatic clutch.
tutorial's on, so it's like, wow,
Yeah.
how much of a tutorial?
Okay, there we go. I got the music off
Yay!
by turning the volume all the way down.
Okay.
So feel
Much
free
better.
while I comment, because actually I find it easier to comment while talking under shooters than racers. I don't know why.
Probably because you're constantly thinking about things in front of you, your turns, where you need to hit your apex on it, where you're avoiding and steering. Because, being in a car doing this and controlling a car remotely are 2 different things. And I think you'd probably do better if you were in an actual car where you could turn your head the way you wanted. You could gauge corners and other vehicles and the speed you're going at and controlling your shifter and all that fun stuff, because that's automatic. You're used to doing that. But now you've boiled that down to a very oversensitive or undersensitive controller, depending on the settings in the car. And now you're above and behind it, which ruins your timings as far as actual banking turns. In fact, have you tried doing the through the windshield look? Because that might be easier.
I did, and I didn't really like it. I went back
Yep.
to the over the
Yep,
car
so there
view.
goes the pole. And
Yep.
another pole. Yeah, I think for this kind of stuff, I mean, you need either an actual wheel.
Well, to be honest, I think a good racing wheel is probably overkill for this game. I mean, I think
For this game, absolutely. I'm
like,
just
it's
thinking,
just not a
just
Assetto
being-
Corsa or something. This
No,
is-
no. I'm thinking race cars in general.
Okay,
Have you made your
so
decision?
I just finished the last lap. The FBI lady starts talking to me. The transition cuts her dialogue off before it finishes and blanks the screen. I can now no longer see the lap times.
Wow.
It dumps me back in the showroom, and that's it. Where are my lap times? I need now to look and see what my lap times were on that car.
Yeah, to compare it
to
with
compare
the others.
it when I do the next one. It's not here. It's not here. There's no way. There's no way to do it. You literally have to just, I guess, write it down, take a screenshot, something. I don't know what, but it's just not there.
Way to go.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think. I mean, Ubisoft is a European company anyway. It's a French company. So basically, what you've got in there is you've got 0 to 100 kilometer times, and that's why when they convert it, when they put in Imperial units, they don't give you a 0 to 60 time. They give you a 0 to 62 time.
Yeah.
Because that's 100. Actually, wait a minute. That's not right. 100
100
kph isn't 62. No. That's too fast. Wait a minute. I'm going to look this up.
So you'll have to use the internet for this one. Okay, well, grab the Z. So we'll pick the Z and then see where we can go from there.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm going to do this. No, I guess that's right. I drive so slow now. I guess that's the question. Basically, is like the speed limits in town around here are 80 kph, which is incredibly slow. You think about it. I mean, there's nowhere in the city I live where there is a speed limit of 100 kph, and that's only 60.
Yeah,
and you go back home, you're driving on 93. If you're doing 70 or 80, you're gonna have people passing you on the right.
Passing you. Oh, absolutely. You know, it's amazing. Okay, so grab the Z.
So I'm gonna
go for the next thing.
I'm gonna buy the Z just because reasons. I mean,
yeah, it's the least of all the evils here.
Yeah, I tried the other two, and as you would expect, they're faster in a straight line, but harder to get around the corners.